In today's video, I'm going to be talking about some gold non-rare cards that will potentially go up to 10k within the next few weeks. So, just before the video does start, a quick little ad on a trading service I offer over on Twitch. For the cheapest premium trading service for just £4, €4, or free with Amazon Prime. You'll get yourself daily trading and investing guides covering both Xbox and PlayStation with an array of different techniques depending on your budget. I've been trading for over 10 years, making over 100 million on multiple titles, and recently making over 10 million in the first month for the last 3 years. So in today's video, what we are going to be doing is walking you guys through a couple of gold non-rare cards that you guys can go and invest in that in the next, I'd say, few weeks to maybe a month, will potentially go up to 10k. On top of that, they'll also do very well this weekend if you guys don't want to hold on to them for very long. Now, this investment comes as a result of there being brand new transfers. Now, we can go and show you new players on FIFA 23. Obviously, that's the current team of the week. But we've got many a new transfer. Now, obviously, you know, these have all happened in the winter. So, why do the new transfers make there be a good investment, or allow there to be a good investment? Well, let's go to the gold cards, for example. Now, if we're going to go and pick a random gold card, let's go, for example, this guy. Now, this guy currently has this card in packs, right? This is the team he's transferred to, although let's go with a big transfer, so you guys, I guess, know. Hopefully you'll be familiar with Cody Gakpo. Cody Gakpo now plays for Liverpool. Well, because he now plays for Liverpool and now has this card in packs, you will not be able to pack the PSV Gakpo, which I'm sure a lot of you will be quite happy, because, you know, it's quite a discard. So, obviously, this card's in packs, this card can't be in packs. As a result of this card not being in packs, the supply is never going to go up, right? So, if there is an SBC that needs a card that is now transferred, a little bit like if you guys know how they do, I guess, when they're out of packs for promos. So, for example, we've recently had Palacios having a special card, right? And Palacios recently had a special card, which meant that Gold Palacios was not in packs. Now, when Gold Palacios was not in packs, he did very well. We can see he went out of packs on Friday with the promo, and it was up there at 2k, because he was being used in SBCs. And that's Palacios out of packs for 7 days. Now, Gakpo, his old card, is now not going to be in packs for the rest of FIFA. Not just 7 days, but the rest of FIFA. Now, Gakpo isn't used in an SBC, which is why I've spent the best part of about 2 to 3 hours researching every single transferred player and who's actually useful for SBCs. Now, I'll go through the gold ones because it will keep it short, but there are many silver players that have transferred to the Column Ball and Sud America in my subscriber trading guide, which I do on Twitch. Not only do obviously all the investments getting put in there before they come out in YouTube videos and so on, but also I have a page of about 30 players, including silvers, bronzes, again Column Ball cards, and these said golds. Now, the golds that you are going to be looking to invest in, or the golds that I have personally invested about 1 million coins per card, which is now leaving me with about 3,000 non-rares, but it'll be worth it, is the likes of Suarez. Now, the observant of you will see that Suarez is transferred, but Suarez's old card plays for Olympique Marseille. Now, any of you guys who do the League SBCs will know that Olympique Marseille are used to that SBC where you need one team. Let's go and show you guys that SBC right now. There's an SBC where you need to use either an Eredivisie or a Ligue 1 team, and you've got to use all of one team. Now, Marseille are very commonly used for this team because Marseille have got lots of gold cards. And Marseille, they might not be one of the cheapest solutions though. No, I don't think they are one of the cheapest solutions. But we've got this SBC, and basically what it needs you to use is it needs you to use, if we can move it over here, it needs you to use Ligue 1 players, Eredivisie players, exactly 11, and the same club, exactly 11. So as a result, a lot of people use the big clubs. They use PSG, they use Olympique Marseille, they use Olympique Lyon, they use the likes of Nantes for some reason gets used a lot. And like I said earlier, Olympique Marseille gets used a lot. Well, as a result of Olympique Marseille being used a lot, when Suarez is in packs, we're not talking about this card that now isn't in packs because this card is packs. He's gone up to the likes of 3.5k. He's gone up to the likes of 2.7k. He's gone up to the likes to 3.3k. So we can see that this card, when in packs, goes to like 3.3k, 3.5k when in packs. When there is a consistent resupply on the market, obviously, you know, people being used in the SBC, resupply. Being used in the SBC, resupply. Being used in the SBC, resupply. And no one's been using him in SBCs for the last 9 days because we've had the Bundesliga packs and the Liga packs that have been lasted for the last 9 days, which is when they're out, people don't do the league SBCs. So basically, the idea is every Friday, Saturday, Sunday, everyone does the league SBCs because there's no player picks to do, there's no 80 plus upgrades to do. It is literally you do league SBCs or you don't do anything, which is why he rises loads on the weekend. But the idea now is that he's going to rise each weekend, but there isn't going to be as much of a drop. Because obviously there's no resupply. Yes, there will be a decrease in demand, so if they go up till Sunday, then down a little bit going into the next Friday, don't be surprised. That's just supply, and well, that's just the demand dropping. Nothing to do with an increase in supply. But the idea is the supply is going to get shorter, and shorter, and shorter, and shorter, and people are going to keep using him. You may say, oh, well, that's crazy. Who the hell is going to go and use Suarez in an SBC if he's 8-9k? Subject A, Klasinic. Klasinic only just the other week had a team of the week, those who remember, which meant his gold card was out of packs for a week. Klasinic's gold card went to 8k. People were still using him SBC. People looked at that card at 7.5k and thought, nah, no other options, I've got to go and buy it. And they went and bought it. It's crazy. But that's, again, him being out of packs for a week. That's a Marseille player out of packs for a week. Therefore, a Marseille player out of packs for the end of the game is looking very, very, very nice. But yeah, hopefully you guys are getting the point. And this is why these cards can generally go from about 1.5k to 10k in 3 weeks to a month. Yes, that's quite long term, but just this weekend alone, I expect Suarez going from 1.5 to 2.5, 3k. There is the outside chance he gets overinvested, and maybe weekend one's going to be a bit of a dud, and it might be they have to hold to weekend two. But the idea is all Olympic Marseille players, every time they're needed, we're going up to 2.5 to 3k every Marseille player. So let's say you buy the likes of Suarez and he does dud. Well, even if he's the cheapest he should be about 2.5 to 3. Now you have to understand, normally people do the league SBCs every weekend. They didn't do them last weekend because the team of the year upgrade packs were out for 9 days. The 3 Bundesliga, the 3 Liga and sort of stuff. So as I say, it might take another week for them to kind of get to the prices they were previously. But we know that these cards week in, week out are demanded. The current SBC that needs obviously these Ligue 1 players, that's out for another 81 days. Nothing to worry about. We know the demand's going to be there for 81 days. Therefore, now what you need to do, and if you guys want, you can go and look into all the silvers, because there are multiple silvers out there. I recommend looking at a lot of Argentinian silvers, because it's Sud-America cards. But we now need to go, okay, well, what's expensive for that? We know that Ligue 1 players are and Eredivisie players are. This is kind of, I guess, go through my mind when it comes to investing. So what I've done is I've gone through all of them. I've clicked on them and go, all right, Volmer, do you play in the Eredivisie? No, you're playing the Belgian Pro League. No one gives a toss about the Belgian Pro League. He's probably not going to rise out of packs. But what we do like is we do like the likes of Suarez, once again. Olympic Marseille. Beautiful club. Beautiful club. We then get the likes of Rulli. Well, no, he's moved into the Eredivisie. Who else do we have here then? You've moved into the league. Daley Blind. If my mind does not have me wrong, he used to play for Ajax. Well, this would be interesting. Did Ajax rise every single weekend? They rose that weekend. They rose that weekend. Okay, well then, Ajax seem to be having a similar trend to Olympic Marseille. Not quite as good, so I wouldn't quite play as much for Daley Blind as I would a Suarez. But we can see that week in, week out, this card is demanded. Which means when it's demanded week in, week out, but it's going to have no increase in supply, the card should go up and up and up. Do we have another example? Whatever he's called. Yep, brilliant. Came from Monaco. Well, probably going to be a little bit like Marseille, right? Indeed it is. Week in, needed. Week in, 2.5. Week there, 2k. 2.3k. And now he's down at the likes of 1.1k. I mean, obviously the card's already inflated. You could say that as investors or whatever. When it comes to buying these cards, I give you my personal buy cards because the last thing I want this to do is really pyramid scheme, aka people watch this video, they buy them at 1.2. A little bit down the line, they watch this video, buy him at 1.5. And some would say, well, what's wrong with buying him inflated if I think he's going to go to 10k? One, it's not guaranteed they go to 10k. Nothing in life is guaranteed apart from disappointment. But yeah, I wouldn't go too crazy. If he's 1k here, I probably wouldn't go above 1.5k down the line. Suarez, again, I think he started at 1.3, so I would never go above like a 1.8k because, it's never nice being late to an investment. Not unless you literally wanted to go, yeah, I'm happy to buy 300 of him, not touch FIFA for about 3 weeks to a month, and then I'll come back and it'll, should be nice. Should be nice. But yeah, I think that's about it, really. I say the sell time would be either this Sunday, next Sunday, or in theory, every Sunday you wait, they should go up more, presuming that they're not going to give us upgrade packs over the weekend, which is just the normal trend on FIFA. I think that's about it, really. I'd say this worked very well 2 years ago. I don't know if it worked too well last year because obviously last year the League SBCs weren't very good, whereas this year the League SBCs are great for some clubs. But in previous years, when they needed like a Arsenal team, a Bournemouth team, a Brighton team, and so on and so on, they've done very, very well. And kind of like the Liga and Eredivisie is this year's equivalent of that, but obviously it's only the Liga and Eredivisie teams, and the Sudamerica and Colin Ball cards do quite well as well. So once again, if you're on this page, just go onto Footbin, like hover over the players, go to new players, and you'll be able to find yourself a list of all the players. So that is that. Thank you very much for watching, and shall see you guys tomorrow with a brand new video. Also, I am starting to release TikToks and YouTube Shorts every single time I sell an investment. So if you guys ever wonder of these videos I make about making investments, the follow-up is always going to come out as a YouTube Short or a TikTok. So feel free to follow me over there, or I don't know, keep an eye out for TikTok Shorts, blah 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 blah. Thanks for watching. See you guys tomorrow with a brand new video.